Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with Margaret Henny.
Hello, Gerhard.
So great to see you. The topic that I think we should discuss today is trust. Difficult to establish, takes a long time, and it's so easy to lose.
Very much so. Yeah, it's something that comes up. No matter what you're selling, how big or how small or how long the sales cycle, you always need trust, right? And you've got to establish that because ultimately people buy and do business with people that they know, like, and trust. A baseline that, I think is important for any relationship, but certainly in sales too, is doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. But when you say you're going to do something, following through on that, that is the best way, or one of the best ways to build trust with people. And both of those key things is not just doing what you say you're going to do, but when, right? So hopefully you've set those things on your call, what's going to happen next, when the expected timeline is. That's important for context setting for you and for them. So following through on that. And if things do fall through the crack, and it happens from time to time, owning up to that and taking that responsibility is a great way to at least try to mend or mitigate that situation.
I think there's another issue, which is that you not just deliver what you promise, but you always give that little extra. Always try to over-deliver and be thoughtful about it.
Speaking of a great way to show that you care, this is another one that I think is really good and very simple. Everybody can do this today, is listening. A great way to have active listening is to repeat back what you're hearing someone say. I know this seems a little bit cheesy, but I'm telling you, to nod and to make eye contact,
right.
Really be active listening. And then when they're done, I like to pause, give them a little bit of space, and then say, okay, Gerhard, what I think I'm hearing you say is, fill in the blank and say it in your own words, whether that's their challenge or what they're looking for. And then give them the opportunity to say yes or no or kind of, so that you guys are really, really clear. And then that gives them this really warm, fuzzy feeling that wow, Margaret's listening.
So what else can you think of when we talk about trust?
From the very beginning of a relationship, I love to send people out a video. I, of course, use co-video to do that. And the reason I do that is I'm letting them know I am a real person on the other end. This is not just a mass email that I'm shooting out to them and hundreds or thousands of other people. And I find that immediately, I've had so many people then, if that's been our first point of contact, when we do talk in person in real time, they say, man, Margaret, this sounds really weird, but I feel like I know you already. And so getting to that place of knowing people, using video to do that is really important. That does help build trust too.
Yeah, because when you've put on a fake personality, then people see through it.
Yeah.
And they don't trust you.
Yep, exactly.
People trust you more when you allow yourself to put yourself in a position of vulnerability.
Yes.
Once you have established trust, for some reason, somebody made a mistake. What are the best ways to repair the trust that has been lost?
One, I'm going to own up to whatever the reason is. If it's my fault, right? I'm not going to fall on the sword if it's not my fault. But if it's me or people on my team, I'm going to be really honest about that. You better believe I'm sending them a video to tell them that, right? So that way they can feel and see and hear the sincerity in my voice, rather than just reading it in an email. Because I'll tell you what, if you're pissed at somebody, you're going to put your own tone on their written words and be like...
Yeah, and it goes back to the research by Dr. Albert Morabian. When you read an email, emotions are communicated only 7% with words.
You got it.
And 38% with tone of voice and 55% non-verbally. In the email, you communicate only 7% of the powerful emotions that you can share to get people to reconsider working with you.
Yeah. You're right. You're cutting yourself off at the knees pretty much, right?
So I have a challenge, a creative challenge for you.
Good.
Write down the word trust, TRUST.
Okay.
And now let's create an acronym for the word trust that explains how to develop trust.
Okay, let me see if I can do this.
We're going to ask ChatGPT.
Oh, that's genius.
Transparency. Be open and honest in all communication. R. Reliability. Always follow through on promises and commitments. U.
Yes.
Understanding. Take the time to
This is amazing.
the other person's perspective. S. Sincerity. Show genuine care and concern for the other person. T. Time. Trust takes time to build.
That is amazing because that's almost everything that we talked about,
Right.
but just slightly reworded. Oh my God. We are, well, I guess I should pat myself on the back, but also chat GPT because that's pretty incredible.
It is co-creation in real time. I think that we should acknowledge ChatGPT.
Yes,
Why not
we
worth
are
it? Thank you, Margaret.
Bye, Gerhard.